Hello and welcome to Module 1 of COM 306. In this first module, what we'll be covering are some definitions of theory. So what is a theory? How have different communication scholars defined theory? So we'll be discussing that. And then maybe most importantly, we'll be discussing what is communication. So what is it, this process or this phenomenon that we call communication? So we'll look at some definitions of that. We'll also discuss different ways that we can categorize theory, and one of those that you'll see throughout this course and throughout the textbook is the objective versus interpretive labels, so we'll be discussing those. Then we'll be looking at some criteria for evaluating theories and some of the 7 traditions for categorizing theory. So this will give you a summary from Chapter 3 of the different criteria that we can use for evaluating theory, and this is going to be important for you to return to for the research paper that you'll be writing. So you'll be looking at these different criteria. Say, for example, for a scientific theory, one of the criteria is prediction of future events, and so that's a criteria to consider when you're evaluating the theory that you've selected, if it's a scientific theory. Then the other thing in Chapter 4 that we'll be covering are different traditions of communication theory. So there are 7 different traditions that you read about in Chapter 4, and there's also a voice thread that asks you to look at some of the commonalities and differences between these 7 traditions. What you'll need to do for Module 1 is to read Chapters 1 to 4, review the content that you'll find in the module on Blackboard, upload a profile photo or avatar of yourself for both Blackboard and VoiceThread, and then of course review the course syllabus. The assignments that you need to complete for Module 1 are to post the required contributions to the discussion or VoiceThread, complete quizzes 1 and 2, and then post your self-introduction video to VoiceThread and leave a comment on 2 of your classmates' videos. As we go through the course and during this first module, if you have any questions about the assignments or any of the content in the course, please feel free to get in touch with me.